Hey everyone, Andang here for some more Cities Skylines. Yes, it's once again that time already. Yeah, we streamed last night, and we promised that if we were going to figure out a few things and some mechanics, like getting skyscrapers and unlocking more tiles, that we would do another stream tonight. And so this is the bonus stream. I'm super excited. Hopefully all of you are as well, to be seeing our city grow and continue to just have all sorts of awesome things. And skyscrapers. Who doesn't like skyscrapers? I know I do. So, let's go ahead and switch on over to Skylines. And we of course have our city here. And love just the nighttime look here. It's awesome. It looks very filled in. I really like this, and you know, this city really is huge. And you really start to get the feel of that. But you know, there's all this extra land around that we haven't really taken advantage of. And so we're going to start out by doing just that, taking advantage of this extra landscape. Because with mods, you can do all sorts of things, like buy more than just 9 tiles, get all 25. So we're just going to buy the whole map here. Which, yes, it goes all the way over here. And so this is going to triple the available size of our city. Technically not exactly triple, because it's turning 9 tiles into 25. If it was 27 tiles, that would be triple. Because, you know, I know how to do math. But anyway, there we go. We now got our full 5 by 5 city here. And one thing I really like is that this made our university be a lot more centrally spaced. It's no longer this, you know, edge case, because that was the top of our territory. Now there's a whole extra spot we can build off on and add in a lot more things. So that's exciting. We now have more land than we're probably going to end up filling up, to be quite honest. I don't think we're going to fill all this up, but who knows, maybe we will. My plan is to get into all the industrial and you know, extra industries DLC and all that kind of stuff. I think it'll be really cool. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, apparently water meters are great. That's awesome. Such a worthwhile tweet. Glad we heard about that. Okay, so a lot of you are probably saying, Andang, what about the skyscrapers? Well, we got the skyscrapers. So if we go to themes here, we now have a mod that allows us to enable theme management for every district. And if we go into the theme manager, you can see that we got all the European stuff. The problem with the European housing is that for some reason in this game, it doesn't allow for skyscrapers, at least not very easily. If we go through all this, there's like some taller buildings, but there's nothing that's like that. Like, it's not selected, see? So the base game just doesn't select those for some reason. Don't ask me why, but it doesn't. And so on this particular map, it doesn't allow that. Now the high-tech offices, it does, but we don't have high-tech offices because we didn't do that. So with high-tech offices, you could get some of that, but we haven't done that specialization yet, so that's part of the reason why. Anyway, basically you can just remove all those, and then we got all the international. And the international has all of the high-rise buildings that you would want selected, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we'll be able to have all sorts of skyscrapers throughout our city. Now the problem with this is this only affects newly created stuff within these districts. It doesn't affect existing. So what we're going to do is we're going to de-zone a lot of our territory and then rezone it, which is going to be involved. But hey, we're going to do it. Alright, so it's good now too. Good deal. And yeah, that's really because the Concord district is not that big, it's just that little area. And Mordor's not very big either. So we don't have to worry about either of those districts. But look, we can now fill in this whole island that is surrounded by the lakes, or the rivers I mean, and the sea. Now, it's hard to see because it's nighttime, but this river does eventually go on out, and it creates a an island there. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and remove one of these pumping stations so that, although we probably don't want to remove that one because that one's near the power. So we'll move this one so that this lake fills up faster so that we can get that river back and have the full island effect going. There we go. And let's hook up the water. Hey, Arun, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Hey, welcome, welcome. So, Arun, I was just sharing with everybody that we now have 25 tiles on this map. We have a lot more city now that we can be building out to. We had 9 before, and now we have 25. So, yeah, we basically tripled this size of our city that we can build in. And we enabled skyscrapers. Now we just have to dezone and rezone the areas that we want to have them. And I'm thinking we keep this area down here without skyscrapers. I kind of like the you know, smaller homes and buildings down here. And then have, you know, the skyscrapers be up here on our Rohan Plateau. I think that would be pretty cool. So that's kind of my general idea. I think we would keep this area, this whole area, be small, and then have this whole thing be the big houses. That is what I'm thinking. Alright, so we're going to have to rezone all of that, but hey, we'll do it. Hey Raider, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Where did all your viewers go? I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw that you had more too. They left, apparently. Sad times. But hey, it looks like some of them are still made their way over because we did pop up enough. So that's good. No worries, Arun. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But it looks like some of them made it over. More than just 2. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, Twitch is being weird with raids recently. I don't know. Not sure what's going on. Anyway, let's go ahead and get some of these skyscrapers. So, to give you guys an idea of what we're talking about, let me go ahead and delete some. We'll just delete some right around here. And ideally, no, we don't want to delete the elementary school. Ideally, they'll come back as big buildings, and we'll be all good. Now this isn't how we're going to do everything, so don't worry, you're not going to have to see me delete every building on this island. Look at all those, that's all the people that are now displaced that are having to go somewhere else. Yeah, this project is going to cause a lot of displaced people, like look at that. But hey, it'll be worth it because we got skyscrapers. Arun wanted skyscrapers, so we're going to displace all these people just for Arun, so Arun can have skyscrapers. Don't worry. But you can see that that is a different kind of building. Now we do have to wait for it to level up to get to the taller size. But you can see that like these level 1s are already like just as high as the old level 3s. So we should be good to have some really tall buildings. And there will be taller buildings just in general, just gradually come in through here. So let's see. Yeah, that's that whole area. And, oh, well, that wasn't selected for some reason. Let's see, I guess we did forget to select that, huh? Alright, well, we get to delete those buildings again, so they get to be replaced again. Thanks to Arun, alright. Sorry, guys, really, really sorry. Really sorry about this. I wish it could be another way, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright. Okay, now we should have the buildings we want coming in here. Your city is looking better and better, right? Yeah, absolutely. I do like how this thing is looking, though, seriously. It's pretty cool. This is probably out of, because I've built several cities up to this size, just not on streams or even recorded. And this has to be probably my favorite city I've built. It just turned out really well. It just looks good. And traffic's the best I've ever had. Like, I've learned from all the previous cities to be able to make something that looks really cool. I especially like this circle around this thing. And I'm thinking about getting rid of that straight road and making it a circle all the way around. We kind of already have that with that road. But we'll see, we'll see. I think it would be kind of cool. Alright, how are our future skyscrapers of tomorrow going here? Not so great. They're still building in here. Alright, let's speed up time so we can get more of that construction going. Higher chances for skyscrapers, we hope. You don't dare show any cities you've created? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some of them are that I've created are pretty terrifying. I don't even have them in anymore. They were on a different computer. So see, here's some of the international buildings we have. Different than things we've made before, so that's kind of cool. They got a different look. A little bit more futuristic, less old-worldy. Different ads as well. Natural fresh meat. That's German. Alright. So still no skyscrapers, although that's almost looking promising. Alright, come on. Random generator is not doing us good. And at some point, we gotta be getting one, right? Here's some taller buildings, okay. There is hope yet. Alright, at some point we will be getting skyscrapers here, and it'll be great. It'll be great. Okay, so this is starting to fill in here. We still don't have a really tall building. That's frustrating. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's our first taller building. Right there. New commercial center. It's not exactly a skyscraper, but hey, it's 6 stories tall, so that's pretty good. So we're getting more of those in now. And definitely taller than the rest of the city. But yeah, different maps have different height rules, which is interesting. So there are European skyscrapers in this game, but they're just not enabled on this map, which is so weird. So you have to go to mods to get that to be effective. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't get it. But hey, that's what we got. Also, I found out that the European police departments are different from the US ones in this game. Also, same thing with like hospitals and things like that. You can see that it's different for the US ones. Just so we get an idea. Where is... Here we go. There's gotta be somewhere we can easily place it. Right? There we go. So yeah, very different than the other one. Much more... I don't even know how to describe it. Not boring, I guess you could say. Much more artistic. Anyway, we'll be building some of those. So So yeah, we got a lot of upgrades going on over here. Not really anything taller than 6 stories yet, but hey, there's still time. There's still time. We still got a whole city to redo. At least this whole hill part. So that's kind of a sample of what we're going to be doing. There are much taller buildings that I've seen in my testing that I did off stream. We just didn't get lucky enough to have them spawn here, but that's okay. They will spawn, and once one spawns, you get a bunch of them. Jeez, a lot of upgrades going on. All over this thing. Alright, let's go ahead and start our zoning and dezoning process. And I think the best place to start is with offices. Offices is going to be the easiest one in order. So, Raider helps you get the honorary Swan Knight in Locho? Awesome. That's cool. You want a giant city in the shape of Andang's face? Oh my goodness. Can't do that, everyone. I'm not that talented to make something that exquisite and amazing. You know, I can't do that. Alright, here we go. We don't want to cut into that residential, so there we go. That's all those offices gone. Again, just for skyscrapers, thanks to a ruin. So you're welcome, city. Here we go. Yeah, we got a lot of redoing. So we're going to do it kind of gradually, but we're going to be removing more areas than we're placing back at first, just so that we give the buildings a chance to fully be moving out. And that means that when buildings spawn back in, there's going to be areas without power. It's going to be kind of chaos here for a little bit in this city. But, you know, we'll power through it. It's worth it for the skyscrapers for a ruin. Alright, yeah, that is a bare city. We just got, like, the fire department and other random buildings. For some reason, this particular office facility just didn't really need that much power. They're holding out. They're like, forget eminent domain. We're not moving just because the city zoned us away. No, we're staying. And yeah, everybody else left them, and then they're gone. All right, there we go. Oh wow. I thought for a moment that they walled off. That's just the fencing. That's part of the park. But I thought for a moment that they like walled off this park and are like, no power at the park, you can't come in. No, there must be power at the park for you to be able to come in here. Okay, so we can now obviously replace the rest of this with office facilities. So the good thing here is that we can actually overwrite the existing ones with this tool. So we don't have to worry about, you know, where we place it too much, because then we can just delete it down, the access down here. So what I'm trying to say, I did a horrible job explaining that, is we can overwrite, you know, existing ones that are in other colors. And they'll still stay the other colors. They won't be offices. So that allows us to be a little bit more efficient here, I guess you could say. Good deal. Now that'll all be offices again, and there'll be the skyscraper offices, which will be great. Did Andang make some street names Lord of the Rings themed? Yes, we did. We got Mordor Road over here. Somewhere. You'd think I'd know that it's right by those towers. But yeah, Mordor Road is this avenue right here. Notice how it's just pure devastation with trees gone and pollution all around and industry everywhere. And it looks awful cheery because the Dawnless Day hasn't kicked in yet. But it will once the smog gets high enough. And we got the 2 towers back here at the end. And then we got the Sauron's prison over here. and it's actually named Sauron's Correctional Facility, because, I mean, come on, you can't just have it be that way. And we got free Wi-Fi in Mordor, but it's like that horrible, like, government free Wi-Fi that you don't really actually want, and so it's not so great. It's Sauron's evil plan by, you know, throttling your internet one ring picture at a time. But yeah, this is Mordor, and then across the river here we have the Eye, overlooking Mordor, and also the rest of Middle-earth, completing Mordor Road. So that's what that is. Yeah, that's been a project that's been ongoing, that we've been continually building. There's also other things that's enabled here that are funny, like I think they don't have smoke detectors and things like that. Is Mordor Road going to change with the new skyscraper thing? So technically we could get rid of these buildings and get like American industry, or international I guess is what it's called in this game, but it really wouldn't change anything. Like, it does look different, but it's not like actually, it's not gonna create like tall, like, you know, industry skyscrapers or anything like that. So industry's pretty much untouched, which is good because it's less work that we have to redo basically. Alright, so this office facility is slowly building in here. We do have some smaller skyscrapers as the tier 1, tier 2s actually move in. But yeah, it's the early stages here in the office landscapes. And man, imagine being on a bench there like that. That is pretty ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Not the best terrain. Okay. Got some weird buildings in here too. Alright. Well, anyway, let's keep going. Jumanji, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Driving down that hill too, right? Like that's like San Francisco Hill right there. Like this is just road soup across this hill. Like it's insane. Like not exact, but you know, you got a beautiful view of the lake. So there's that. You know, it's not all awful over here on this side of the hill. Speaking of which, it's about to go over there. It's getting close. The lake is still filling up. If you notice, remember these were not in water before, and the actual like buildings themselves, but now they're starting to be, you know, in water. So the lake is rising. It seems moving that did help. This is also starting to sink, so we're gonna need to replace all of that soon. But yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. Anyway, let's keep zoning. Or unzoning, I should say. All right. So we got quite a bit here to be taken care of. It's a pretty long strip that we got here, actually. So we'll be doing all that. Yes, I know there's new buildings that are really just the re-skins of the old ones that we already have. Alright, we're just gonna do that for there. And then we're going to... We don't want to cut into that, but we do want to go quite a ways up. So we'll do that. And yeah, a lot of people losing their jobs today. It's a sad day for Dangatopia. It is not great, but hey, everyone wanted skyscrapers, so you know, that's just what we gotta do. And to be fair, it wasn't just a ruin. The whole chat last time was saying, hey, we want skyscrapers. So to please the chat, and I'm sure the city understands, because the city knows that they're, you know, the mayor's constantly doing these live streams from the news helicopter, like doing these aerials, you know, showing off the city. and you know they understand. They understand the need for skyscrapers. I'm sure that you know they lost their jobs, but at least the city's getting skyscrapers. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Yep. Yep. There we go. No, player ruin. Okay. Choose IT cluster specialist for office zone for long built for like skyscrapers. Okay, how do you do that? Is that in the is that just in the districts? Go away. Generic industry. So that's all industry. You can have different tourism or parks. Whoa, no commercial. Oh, that's just removing specialization. Local produce, leisure, tourism. IT cluster. Office specialization that changes the office buildings into high-tech buildings. 50% less workers, consumes 30% more energy, generates 30% more tax revenue. Okay, so you can have like an IT cluster building. We'll definitely do that in one of these places. And then you can have self-sufficient buildings. Let's see, what else do we got? Park areas, industry areas, university, campus areas. Okay. Are you talking about Planet Zoo? I don't know where you were saying. Everyone says, I still want to know what this zoo game is. Yeah, so Planet Zoo, it's a thing that is on, popped up on Steam. It's the sequel to Planet Coaster, which is essentially Roller Coaster Tycoon. Everybody knows that game. It's the Roller Coaster Tycoon game. It's the same team that made it, but just different circumstances. And so anyway, they're now going to be making essentially Zoo Tycoon, but they're calling it Planet Tycoon because they made Planet Coaster, which was way better than Tycoon World or whatever that game was that came out the same year as Planet Coaster did. Planet Coaster is boring unless you like detail. I agree, it's not as entertaining as Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 was. That was like the peak of Tycoon games in general, and then also Roller Coaster Tycoon games in particular. I do think Zoo Tycoon will be different though. But yeah, Planet Coaster focused much more on the building of your park than it did the entertainment from having like a successful Tycoon simulation kind of thing. It's much less a Tycoon game and much more a park simulator. But it's still a really cool game. It's just not as much concerned with the business side of things. Which for a lot of people was the reason they played the Tycoon game, or just to mess around. Yeah, riding your own rides is definitely the most entertaining part. But see, in Roller Coaster Tycoon, you could do all sorts of things to mess with the people inside your park. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so for the IT cluster, I think we want like this area here to be an IT cluster. Right by the space elevator, have that IT cluster just right here in the center of the upper part of the city. So I think that's what we're going to do, is make this area be an IT cluster. Now the question is, how far do we want to carry it? I'm thinking just here, but we could carry it out into there as well. What is this over here? This is mostly not what we're looking for. Okay. So that's just like mixed in things. Hey. Okay, so let's make an IT cluster here, and we'll make it here, and then we'll decide if we want more of it in a moment. Oh, we can make this whole thing be an IT. We don't want that. So this just applies to existing ones. Okay. So yeah, we want a new district. Here we go. There we go. Pine Heights. That works. Let's look at themes. Enable. International. And we're good to go. Alright. And let's double click on it, make sure it didn't glitch out like it did before. Good deal. Okay. Now that we got that specialization, we can fill in this whole area. So let's go ahead and do just that. We're going to fill in more than we actually need to here, but we'll take care of that in a moment. So yeah, let's go ahead and just fill in the rest of this down here. There we go. Let's make sure we didn't get any weird placements anywhere. These pools look almost like the office district areas. Alright. So I do want to get rid of this for now. Just, whoops. Just because I want to see what the high-tech stuff looks like before we decide if we want to expand it on into this section or not. Alright. Here we go. And then, oh, we need to hold the phone. Pause time. We didn't actually enable the specialization, did we? Alright. There we go. Now it is. So let's go ahead and we're going to delete these buildings. Just because they didn't know. They didn't know. And then delete that one too. Just in case. Alright, now everything that comes in here should be good. Yeah, our luxury hotel does not have electricity, which is kind of a problem to have that kind of an investment not have electricity, along with a lot of other things throughout here, including potentially like metro areas as well. Alright, so anyway, at some point something should build in Pine Heights. Hopefully we didn't scare them off, be like with our whack-a-mole hammer, you know, scaring off all the potential businesses there. But hopefully they'll move in. Looks like they're moving in down here for now. But at some point they should move in there too. Top banking right there. There's nobody better at banking than this facility right here. No, no. It's top banking. Alright, let's... Oh, time is sped up and it's still not filling in. Well, that's reassuring. Apparently nobody wants to create the high-tech industry here. But, you know, that's alright. We got a beautiful Pine Heights Park up here that I'm sure our citizens will just enjoy just as well. Okay, well, because that's the case, let's go ahead and keep deleting office space until they decide to move in. So we deleted all that. Eventually that'll all be office space. We did miss this area over here, and I think honestly we should just, well, we'll stay consistent. We'll go ahead and remove it here as well. Why bank with us? Because we are top bank, right? Absolutely. Lego City is a great game for mobile. Okay. Interesting. That's cool. Pretty much all theme park games make it impossible to be self-sustaining from ticket sales and concessions. Yeah, that is true. A Jetsons mod? That would be awesome. Yeah, they really haven't done much with futuristic stuff in this game. I'm surprised the modding team hasn't done more. You know, the modding community here. Okay, and then we got this whole stretch over here. Let's see if anything's filled in here. Nope. It's just like, nope. Alright, well let's... Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. That screams high-tech. Plunder instead of blender? That's funny. That's even the same, like, logo kind of a thing. That's cool. Alright. What do we got over here? Red ladder media instead of red letter media. Oh, that's great. That's great. So these are like YouTube towers, essentially. That's funny. Man, there we go. Now we got a real skyscraper. Like, once you have the airplane warning lights to let the airplane know it's flying way too close to your building, that's when you know you got a skyscraper. There we go. First skyscraper in the game. Alright, second skyscraper in the game. Now we're talking. There's the skyscrapers. Finally moving into this city. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. That's cool. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, this will be a very nice addition. They're just building the same tower. Alright. We got 3 of those now, maybe 4. Oh, nope, that one's different. That one is different. There we go. Those are beautiful. Look at that building. That's cool. Alright. Well, we're starting to get skyscrapers up here. Imagine when this whole thing looks like this middle area. So I think we do want to continue it down to that tower. So we're going to go ahead and do just that. There we go. Fill it in all through there. We'll do that. There we go. Alright, now let's go ahead and fill all this in with office space. There we go, that's that whole square done. And then we want to be kind of careful here so we don't build in on the other side of this road. But there we go, there's some, and then we can fill in the rest of it. Yeah, I love that they have like helicopter landing pads and stuff on there. That's cool. Like, that's like out of Die Hard or something. Like, super cool. So yeah, we're starting to get it downtown here in Dangatopia. And it's all YouTuber buildings, of course. That's great. But helicopters never use them. That's true, yeah. In real life and in game, it's very rare for helicopters to actually land on skyscrapers. But they can. But yeah, that's cool. But yeah, a lot of buildings are now starting to create like gardens on top of their skyscrapers. just to help with like that green living type thing, but I don't know. I miss the helicopter pads. Like, imagine if you have a helicopter pad and a garden, so like all of a sudden you just see all these bushes like fly over the edge because somebody actually used the landing pad, and you're like, my garden. Somewhere there's a guy, my cabbages. Oh man, Avatar's such a good show. All right, let's see here. So we got the lower tech moving in here, I believe, and then we got the high tech all throughout here. Edison Motors. Edison Motors. Edison, man, they got 3 towers. Edison Motors is loving this area. Jeez. When you need 3 towers, you might have too many offices. There's like a nice little area in there too. I kind of like how the same towers build next to each other, and I kind of don't, you know? Okay. Now we're talking. Getting those high rises in our city. Good deal. Okay, let's keep zoning here. To rebuild everything we had. So if I remember right, we, for some reason, we're building like right along that. I don't want that. We're gonna build there though. Of course, I guess it works because it's not really the highway, it's just an on-ramp. So, you know, we'll build next to it. It's just like a normal road, basically. It's not an actual highway. So I'm good with that. And then down here, there's enough room for me to justify just building all alongside here. And we'll fill in that whole area. We do want to stay away from that road though, so we're going to do something like that. Then up here, we'll fill that in. I think we'll leave that empty for now. Just let it be. Alright, let's check that. Good. We got Pine Heights in here. Looking awful nice. Awful nice. So yeah, that'll be our high-tech industry area. And geez, there's so much traffic through here because of all those buildings being relocated. That's just causing all sorts of traffic issues. But man, look at these at night, how they're so lit up. I feel like there's too many lights on in these. But lots of people hitting that midnight oil. Wow, we have 3,000 students over there. Let's go look at our university real quick. We're making 60. We're almost profitable here. That is cool. Very good. All right, good deal. Wow, that just totally changed our whole city. Like, that's amazing how that little change just changed everything. Like, that just looks awesome. I can't wait to do the rest of our city. So, wipes tears, beautiful, right? Like, that is really cool. Imagine going to work in that kind of an environment. Like, being in any of these towers would be awesome. Oh, and I love the red helicopter lights. Like, that is really cool. And then you got that cool tower there on the end. That works really well. That looks really good. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Okay. Let's check our power. Make sure we got plenty of it. Yep, still got plenty of power. Less workers in all those buildings, which is interesting to have a problem like that. Alright, let's see here. So So we got all that covered. I don't think we used to have this road be filled out like that. But hey, I think it works. Alright. So now we need to do residential. Because I think we did all the businesses. I don't know. I don't think we did there. But I think we did everywhere else. Except for over there. So yeah, let's go ahead and really quickly, we're just going to delete all these buildings one by one. I know it's not the most efficient way to do it, but hey, we'll get the job done. Because I get tired of just dezoning everything, right? I think it's funny that the trees come back when you delete the buildings. Like nothing ever happened. Alright, so all that'll fill in. Good deal. And honestly, we need more parks in our city. Like, that's one thing we need is like giant park areas. Yeah, right? It's starting to look like a city. Yeah, no kidding. Like, we got our downtown now. And so what I'm planning to do is have this either be like industry or I'm not exactly decided, but it's going to be over here is going to either be like probably some low density housing like in here, like near the university, like keeping that low density going through there, and then we'll have like some sort of industry, and we might do the industry up here instead, and then this whole area is going to be low density housing as well. Cool. Cool. Okay, so apparently there's just one tier on these buildings. It's just skyscraper. Alright, interesting. I wish there's a little bit more diversity among those buildings, but hey, it looks good. I like that tower. It's like got gold and black. That's cool. There's so much room now, right? Yeah, we got just a ridiculous amount of space that we can be building on. I mean, look at this. This is like a wide frontier. Like, that's huge. Like, this right here is like our whole old city. Like, look, we can see our whole city in the same room as this empty space. Like, it's insane. And there's a ton of it. Like, we have so much empty space on the map now. Because before, we were filling in, like, 5 squares total. And now we have 25 squares. So, yeah, that's a lot more city that we can be building. But before we get to that, I obviously want to keep this skyscraper. So, I'm thinking about having this whole, like, raised area be like the Rohan Manhattan, essentially. That's my goal. We already got this building, which is very much mid-Manhattan Art Deco themed. So we're definitely going to be doing that. But before we get to that, we do need to take care of these offices over here. We need to be doing those as well. Man, look at that. It looks like, it really does look like a downtown area. That's cool. That is cool. Part of me wants to not redo this part of the city. Like, I feel like this part needs to maybe stay low density. So maybe we just need to move this building. Or it's just like the tallest thing in this old part of town. And then we have like skyscrapers starting like, say at this avenue. Moving up. What do you guys think about that? Because I kind of want to keep, like, you don't want this whole city to be skyscrapers, you know? And this is the edge of the map, so I feel like we need to have something be less. Yeah, I'm so glad we looked into skyscrapers, everyone. I'm so glad I got this mod that lets me do that. Like, that is really cool. is really cool. It really just brings your city alive into that third dimension. Now, why the base game doesn't just have this on every map, I don't know. And then maybe allow you the option to disable it. But it's kind of weird that default is, nope, no skyscrapers. It's just weird. And yeah, the maps are like locked, so you can't, like, technically these buildings aren't supposed to be on this map, period. But because of the mod, we can do it. So yeah, part of me is thinking just keep it that way. And then maybe... What we could do instead is just have everything inside this circle be higher up stuff. Yeah, I don't want skyscrapers literally everywhere, because I feel like that looks tacky. But we can definitely get several more of them. Oh, when all the night lights start to come on, it's cool. It is really, really cool. See, I'm just trying to figure out where we want the line to be. Alright, for now, we're just going to do this area here. And then we'll gradually add more as we see fit. How about that? Okay, so let's start with this corner area here. Pair Computers developing the new Pair TV that will revolutionize media consumption at home. Oh, Pair TV. Forget Apple TV. We got Pair TV in this city. And Chirpex and all the knockoff brands. We're the knockoff brand city. That's what we got going on here. In all seriousness though, I think you should probably fill in at least another fourth of the city with skyscrapers, especially if you're going to expand so much. Well, see, what we could do is, you know, gradually add the skyscrapers in. And so, like, as the city expands, we put, you know, we demolish some of the city. Because, like, that's what cities do, right? They demolish the stuff people don't use anymore, you know, the old town, to make room for the sprawling downtown, right? That's just super cool. That's just like a whole nother element to our city. It's awesome. I really like that. And all the helicopter landing pads. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. That's really cool. But yeah, I feel like you also need, like, you know, the boroughs as well. So, like, you know, having a lot of these shorter buildings leading up to the skyscrapers. Since this is the edge of the map, I feel like that's what needs to be there. Now, we could move more into this part of the city and start to put in some skyscrapers over here, which I think would be a good idea. And then, because, like, essentially, this is now the center of our city, right? So, and, you know, this is all going to be, like, industrial stuff. We'll see what we put up there, but this area I'm planning to do more industries kind of things throughout there. Which is a whole nother thing we haven't even touched yet, which we've had that DLC the whole time and haven't even touched it. We've been too busy building out the rest of our city. Alright, so those are starting to build in there. Let's go ahead and redo this section. of commercial. By the way, you technically don't have to go to the deletion one. You can technically just keep it in this one, and if you right click, it'll delete it. See how it did that? So you can right click with the same one and it'll just get rid of it. Now what I wish is if you'd right click with like a certain color, it would only delete that color, because then I'd just like swipe all and it'd be good to go. But sadly that's not how it works. Oh, it's maintaining power through there? Yeah, look at that. That's interesting. Normally it wouldn't do that. Alright, there's still this one guy that's like, no, I won't sell my commercial building. This guy over here too, I guess. Oh man, got a fire to go fight. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta give somebody a little push. There we go. Sorry, everybody. Okay, fill all that in. Wow, there's a huge demand for commercial. Look how fast that filled in. That's crazy. So eventually these will upgrade to taller buildings. That's really cool though. Okay, let's keep going through this city until we get over towards that building. So cool. Alright. Some people don't change. Yeah, that's true. Most people don't like change. That is true. Alright, we're just going to... Dang it, tweeter notifications. Or chirper, I guess is what it's called. Alright, so let's just do a fairly big area here. So I guess one of the problems with right-clicking is you don't really have control over the grid system. Well, I guess you do. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say. But no, it does latch on. It's just we were clicking on roads instead. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of unhappy people. We've been deleting over there accidentally. There we go, there we go. Hey, have a great night, Raider. Thank you so much for joining in. Anyone else think the notifications sound quite loud? Right now they're quite quiet on my end, unless you're talking about like follows and stuff. Like they're still much more quiet than my mic, right? Alright, let's go ahead and start filling this in. There we go. And then let's get rid of them over here. fix that later. Because we're going to be deleting all that too eventually. But yeah, that's a lot of new green zone. So hopefully it'll be residential soon. There's an interesting office building too. So yeah, the taller, just normal office buildings do exist. That is proof. They do exist. He does exist. Alright. Cool. But yeah, I think we need to keep at least this area the same. And I don't know. We'll see where we're end off. Now, we definitely need to fill this in to be much more like that. It looks kind of weird right now. That is a really tall building. Yeah, our towers and things don't look so tall now. Alright, let's go ahead and... Hey, there's residential down here. I don't know if I like that. I think this needs to be commercial, right? Fit in with the rest of this whole section. Let's do that, because we have demand for commercial anyway. We might as well. Get rid of all that. We'll make that all be commercial. Dun, dun. Yeah, we gotta get all these skyscrapers. Now the in-game Twitter sound, it's quieter than your mic but louder than everything else. Okay. Yeah, that's just because it doesn't use the positional volume like the other things do. So like if we were actually near these things upgrading, like it'd be quite loud. But because there's positional audio in this game, those things going off aren't as loud as the Twitter notification is. So yeah, that's intentional, I suppose, by the game. For whatever reason. Man, that creates a ton of traffic when you delete buildings. Oh, hey. Put all that in. Those are like accidental mistakes, but hey, just, you know, happy accidents, and we'll take care of them. There we go. All this done. And we'll fill it in with some nice skyscrapers. Okay, there we go. These poor citizens having buildings disappeared from underneath them, right? Like, imagine if that's how it worked in real life. Like, that would be awful. Just one day you're just... that would be horrible. I suppose to some extent it kind of does work that way in real life, but not to the same degree. All right. There we go. Somehow we still missed some. All right. And they're all like, "You gotta be kidding me. You're putting the same stuff back in here?" Yep. But this time, skyscrapers. Oh no, the elementary school is on fire. Oh man. Somebody was coloring in between the lines a little too fast. I don't know how your fellow classmates colored in like kindergarten, but I remember people going like crazy fast, and eventually that has to cause combustion, right? Like, I'm not crazy, I don't think. Like, super fast colors in kindergarten. That's one of my memories, I guess you could say. Maybe the only one. Just a lot of coloring. Come on, skyscraper. Okay. Okay, that looks really good. Making me hungry. Oh wow, lost a lot of students. I wonder why. Oh my. Honestly surprised you remember kindergarten. That's like the one thing. It's just like really fast colors. And like, I don't know why, but when I was a kid, coloring was like challenging for me when I was that young in like kindergarten. Just because I didn't like to color within the lines and stuff like that. I thought it was just so boring to be coloring. Like, it was not my kind of entertainment to just be filling in, you know, lines with color. And so I wasn't like bad at coloring, I just didn't care about coloring, I feel like. And so I remember like these like speed colors that would still be within the lines but like going so fast, I was like, how do you do that? And why are you coloring so fast? I don't know, it was weird. Hey Raphael, thank you so much for the follow. Probably another person baffled by fast coloring. What is that? Is that like an accordion? Oh, that's this Christmas market. Interesting, alright. Not the kind of music I thought would be playing there, okay. So much stuff upgrading. Oh hey, look at that, that's a tall commercial building we got there. There we go, commercial skyscrapers, they do exist. They do exist. Very cool. So yeah, that'll be nice having skyscrapers near our big skyscraper here. Christmas market at this time of year? Yeah, apparently it's year round. I don't know. It was part of the like holiday DLC. I want to say it was free. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, it's 1,000 a week to upkeep this. Probably just to keep that tree green this time of year. Like, they didn't want to go for the fake tree. Look at the light reflecting off of there. That's cool. Okay, so we are getting there. Wow, look at all the skyscrapers in there. We didn't even redo this district. It just got them because they hadn't upgraded yet. That's cool. Interesting. Well, there's demand for nothing right now. Cool. So they're good old buildings. All right. So yeah, since we did all that, I feel like, because we continued that there, we need to do these 2 squares at least. And probably this section. But this section seems fine. I don't think we'll have to do that. So we need to do these sections. And then we can come over here and start figuring out where we want our skyscrapers to end. I think right there is like the perfect line. Like it already has that natural line. So I think we'll just end it there. Whoa, negative and happiness. Overlapping, jeez. I think 2 games just ended at the same time and we lost and won. So that's like a net superficial changes, like Chirper's new hats. That's funny. Yeah, you can change the hats of Chirper. Let's see. I don't remember where you do that. Anyway, you can do it. I just don't know how. So one thing we've really neglected is mail, as you can tell. Yeah, we're not doing the best job with tech hipsters now have their own district. That's what that tweet said. That's funny. Mercedes, thank you so much. Welcome to the Den Gang. Thanks for the follow, man. That's awesome. So yeah, we need to work on mail, obviously. You've got mail. Because we totally ignored that, honestly, this whole game. So that's something we're gonna have to do. But right now, we're much more focused on our... Like, that is like... That's like a forest of buildings. Like, that's awesome. That is really cool. And we already did this whole section. We're just waiting for them to... Well, they're upgraded. But yeah, these houses, for example, they need to upgrade. So hopefully some of them will turn into skyscrapers as well. Cool. So yeah, I don't think we have any other skyscrapers throughout. Aside from the ones we, actually placed down. Okay, so we could actually launch our rocket. Let's go ahead and do that. Do a night launch over this larger area. Here we go. Hey, welcome to the chat. Alright, here we go. The rain is quieting the rocket noise. But yeah, we're quickly gaining altitude here. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, it's coming right for the cameraman. That is awesome. That's our city, guys. How cool is that? I love this. This is one of my favorite things to do, is just to see our whole city. Like, that is awesome. Can we place the rocket with the Christmas tree? I mean, I guess you could, yeah. But yeah, still limited by the edge of the map there. If only we could keep going. Technically, there's a way to unlock like 81 tiles, supposedly. I'm not one to do that because, first of all, there's a limit on the number of assets you can create, so eventually you just can't like build anymore. And people run into that limit even on like just the 25 maps. And second of all, at some point these roads stop, and I don't want to break the illusion that they're just like continuous on into oblivion. That is a busy highway for being the back way in. Okay. Interesting. Well, this is like the real back way in. Just to the university. Not too much traffic over here. That road's not bad either. So I guess that's just the industrial traffic all going through there. But yeah, see, it splits here into two rivers. And then makes it on around the island. And eventually down there, it's hard to see because we can't. But trust me, I've looked, and you can clearly tell from a certain angle that I'm not getting right now. They eventually both go to the sea, so this is definitely an island. And hey, are we actually flowing through now? Yeah, we are. Look at that. This lake is now flowing through, so we need to reposition these, I think, hopefully for the last time. Yeah, it's almost starting to fill in that next area. Cool. Alright, let's reposition these. Hopefully, like I said, for the last time here. There we go, let's connect it on up. And reposition that. Be right there, there we go. Cool, cool. See, I think technically we'll probably have to reposition those one more time, but we'll wait and see. It's all good. But yeah, it's now flowing off eventually to the sea, so that's good. Alright. And that just looks so cool. Helicopter landing on the Giga Store. Get your hard drives today. Just fly right in on your helicopter, and we'll get you your hard drives today. Man, Skyscrapers really do improve this game so much. Is the shipwreck still there? That's a great question. I think it was like right in here somewhere, right? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, it's just part of the map, I guess. Pretty cool. Just little details that you never noticed, but yeah, it's very much flooded right now. Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like a sunken ship, but because we had lowered the water levels so much, it was no longer looking that way. So anyway, we also have the pollution over here, and starting to get water flow coming from over there. So eventually it'll get taken into our system and then pumped out as clean water and go away. That's like our only hope, because these things aren't doing hardly anything. Like, they're not really cleaning up anything here. Imagine what the people on the bridge above are thinking about that ship, right? Like, what? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they care too much because it's all industrial, so it's not like it's tourists or something. It's just like the locals. They're like, yeah, there's the shipwreck. That time old man Jenkins lost the control of his ship. Almost endangered our whole city, yeah. The floating garbage building takes a long time. Yeah, because we've had these the whole game, and like there's only these like barely blue spots like throughout. Like, it is doing almost nothing. Like, it is insane how long those take. And I'm afraid to place more because they're expensive. Like, we used to have more, but if you look at the pollution overlay, you can see it working. You can see wind, land value, health, happiness, garbage. Somewhere around here there's pollution. There we go. Yeah, see, apparently there's no pollution in that water. So apparently they literally aren't doing anything, and it's just a... No, see, it's not an issue of more than they can clean up, because see how it's blue all along the output here? Like, we are outputting clean water. It's all this that is dirty still from our previous dumpings. But see, it's like under the water too. So it's like a subterranean layer of just disgusting like lake stuff. So I don't think these are actually even doing anything for us right now. And if they are, it's not a whole lot. So that's like really disappointing. Cause look at that. Like, it's clearly like way down there. Interesting. Alright, well. Let's see. So, we still have, like I said, these like 6 sections here that we need to take care of. Man, those are like perfect squares. Look at that. Not completely perfect, but they're pretty close. Closer than anywhere else in this city. I mean, obviously not here, but those are like rectangles, so it kind of ruins the illusion of the broader squares that you see. Anyway. Let's see here. Let's get back into it. And delete. And delete. And delete. We'll deal with the rest later. We'll just wait for these to go away and then we'll put some nice new housing in right there. You have too many Taco Bells? Yeah, I suppose so, huh? That's funny. There we go, and then we'll fill in this area. Yep. Okay. And let's do commercial. And yeah, the extra traffic is just because we got rid of buildings and we're also spawning in new ones, so it's just freaking out for right now. It's not actual extra traffic. Well, actually, I think we will do those and that one, but we won't do any of those. There we go. Cool. Okay, and we might as well fill in there as well. Okay. So now we just have these sections here, and then we're done. At least for now. At least on this side we're done. Yeah, this has been quite the project. We've been going for an hour and a half here, and we haven't even gotten to the new like recycle plants and stuff that I was wanting to place in here. We'll be doing that in a moment. But first we need to get some more skyscrapers in this city. Yeah, we have over 100,000 people, which we did achieve at the end of the last stream. But it's still pretty cool that that is the case. We've been losing people throughout this stream because we've been, redoing all these buildings. And they've been going back to tier 1s. But that's okay, because we'll get them back eventually, and we'll expand the city, and it'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. And the thing we are losing, I think, is a lot of educated people. That's my guess. Is that it doesn't like say, like, it's not the same people moving back in. It's probably different people that have to go through the whole process all over again. So that's fun. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, get rid of it there. Good deal. Jeez, look at all that traffic. Insane. All just from places being demolished. Oh yeah, this is our driving school. Forgot about that. It's where kids can come and learn how to drive. On like mini cars. That's great. Like that Colossal Order Studio feels like it definitely needs to be in here. But I don't know, I kind of like, you know, small buildings being spread out throughout the rest of the city. I think is cool. Makes the city feel a little bit more organic, I think. Wouldn't skyscrapers have more traffic though? See, the thing is, they're still the same, like, it's the same numbers, it's just different representations of those numbers. So, in real life, yes, these skyscrapers would have, like, way more people. But, that's not how this game works. Those buildings you saw before were the same, essentially, as these skyscrapers. Also, technically, these skyscrapers have less people in them than normal anyway, which is so weird to think about. But it's true, because it requires more power and less people. That was one of the things that went with this specialization here. But for like just the normal buildings, I'm pretty sure it's just the same, just different appearance. But from a gameplay perspective, I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. It's like a wall of skyscraper. Like, look at that. That's insane. Oh yeah, that's cool. Let's actually... There we go. Get that screenshot. That's really cool. That's awesome. Seeing it from far away really makes me want to fill in the rest of the hill. And also fight fires. Oh, did we get the helicopter? Yeah, we got the helicopter firefight there. That's awesome. That's really cool. I can see Spider-Man swinging around that city, right? Like, you can just imagine him swinging throughout here, like, absolutely. why is it so weird? There we go. But yeah, that's super cool. Alright. So yeah, I think we're going to have to fill in the rest of this into skyscrapers. I don't see a way that we don't want that. I think it's just gonna have to happen. Which means a lot more work ahead of us. So let's do the recycling facilities first. Get that taken care of. Hey Green, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. They say when I play Cities Skylines, the number of people from a regular building compared to a skyscraper are way different. Well, see, I'm not talking about a regular building and a skyscraper. I'm talking about, let's see, let's get an office building. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here is the Oak Residence versus this building. Look at that. Same exact population between that building and that building. It only matters what tier it is. It has no matter on what the actual building is. Like these only have like 8 or 9 people in them. And that's Cities Skylines arbitrary number, keep in mind. But like, it's pretty ridiculous. Now if you're playing Cities XL, yeah, skyscrapers have so many people, it's ridiculous. Like that game, skyscrapers have so much traffic. I think also skyscrapers should get gradually less as you go away from the center. Yeah, absolutely. The numbers are fudged intentionally? Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's all for gameplay purposes. Maybe it is a mod you have. Seeing the skyscrapers power down too, that's cool. Okay. So that area is gradually filling back in. So now we really just have this whole area over here to fill in, which would be quite a project. Oh yeah, we were going to fill in stuff here as well. Hey Green, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I think you have your work cut out for you. Yeah, definitely. All right, let's build the new recycling center that we got off the workshop then. While we're waiting, so we're gonna keep incinerators over here. The main reason we had incinerators in the earlier game is because basically they're great for generating power. You know, they get rid of garbage and they generate power, and they do it for a pretty good price. So you're kind of saving money that way, but you're also polluting immensely with them. So we don't want that within our city. But we're fine with it over in the industrial area, especially by Mordor Road. So let's go ahead and fix that. So in here we have 2 new facilities, a large recycling center and just a recycling center. There's also like the normal recycling center. This one's bigger, and then this one's even bigger. So let's get rid of these incineration plants and put in these recycling centers. Hopefully they'll fit in here on the hill. I'm not exactly sure they will. But yeah, we're making people happy today. They might not be happy about losing that power connection, but they're happy about that. Alright. So anyway. Let's see if we can't place these in here somewhere. Nope, definitely can't. Yeah, so there's nowhere around there. But the good news is, we don't need to. We could place it somewhere in there, but that's also not what we want to do. We don't want to place it anywhere in there. We want to place it down here somewhere. Which should... Oh, did it work there? No, it's almost, but not quite. Alright, so it should work in here somewhere. Maybe. Hey, there we go. Alright, so let's see if that works out here. Yeah, we honestly need another one over here somewhere. But first, since we got rid of all those incineration plants, let's place some more down. Yeah, we'll just have 2 for now. Right here, anyway. So there we go. We got our big recycling centers now. Good deal. Processing all the garbage. And I'm pretty sure that that is only, like, we don't even need that anymore. Because hopefully... or maybe not, alright. I was gonna say, because hopefully it's all working there, but apparently not. So we just need to get rid of that part, I guess, and then we'll keep this power line here. So yeah, that's all connected and all good. That's barely connected. That's connected. Wait, seriously? These aren't connected? How is... Wow. Well, that's kind of a mistake. Okay, I guess we need a power line going from over here over to there. There we go. And then we'll get rid of this recycling plant. And we'll build... None of that. I don't know why I keep not going to the right spot. We'll build another one of these. Right there. Good deal. Alright, let's put another recycling center right over here. Right by the university. Because college kids love the recycling, so let's do that. There we go. One over there. And let's see, what else do we need to get rid of? Oh yeah, we got all these in here. So, I tested this out earlier before, so what we're going to do is get rid of these power plant things. And also all the incinerators. And then we're going to fill it in with a bunch of recycling centers. See how it perfectly fits in there? I think that's pretty cool. So now we got like this recycling center right here in that section of our city, which I think is pretty cool. So So yeah, we need one out here somewhere. Like maybe we need to build a road off, like this way, and then have one there. It's the only way I see this working. Because I don't know how we'd fit it in here. There isn't room. Unless we like literally got rid of a road, which I'm not willing to do. It would work there. And that wouldn't look horrible, I don't think. Let's do that. Now I'll get rid of this weird like middle road. Space is already occupied. By what? There's nothing here. Like, you can't be colliding with the road like that, right? Oh, there's a metro there. Okay, so we need to put it over there. There we go. We've got our mid-city recycling plant going on. Alright. Let's just place a bunch of trees in right over here. There we go. Now we got the trees by the recycling center and everybody's happy. It's a beautiful neighborhood. Alright. Doing good, doing good. If Andang was an actual mayor, his campaign slogan would be making people happy tomorrow, not today. Right? Or making one guy happy that wants skyscrapers. That's funny. Yeah, a realistic population mod with the way traffic works in this game would be a nightmare. Because traffic doesn't function right. People change, like, it's not like one person changes lanes late, which causes a traffic jam. No, it's like everybody changes lanes late, and that causes traffic issues, which is, like, it's insane. It's silly. It's silly. So my list for things I'd want in a Cities Skylines 2 are number 1, by default, bigger map areas. Number 2, a greater sense of progression. So not just ending at like less than 100,000 people, but keeping these milestones going, or 90,000, but keeping these milestones going on forever, essentially, like go on to 1 million or something like way far out, and spread the buildings unlocking out. Have quite a few at the start, but then as you get higher up, you know, spread it out a bit. Have everything from this game in the next game by default, with like maybe a few exceptions, and then you create like, you know, one DLC. But don't do like The Sims where like everything goes away and they just make the same DLC packs like they did the last game. Don't do that. And then another big one would just be fix traffic. Please, please fix traffic. Make them not switch lanes all the time and do stuff that's silly like that. Make them behave more like normal people. And I get there's a lot of people that do change lanes like that, but don't make every single one all take like the left lane like they do sometimes. Like this is fine at like this night traffic, but during the daytime they'll do like weird things. Because there's so many of them. Alright, looking good. So let's see if there's any more of those incineration plants. I don't think there are. I just want to make sure that we are good. Alright, it looks like we could use another one in here somewhere. Oh, there's all those over there. I don't think we actually need it. Wow, so many less students. That's insane. Oh my, because they're all having to be re-educated through the elementary. I guarantee you. Let's look. Yeah, look at all that. All that's elementary, and then all that's high school. Oh man, that whole area we did. They're all having to relearn. So none of them are ready for university. That's actually pretty funny. Alright. Yeah, your re-education starts today. Oh dang, lots of unhappiness. Yeah, I forgot we have an expo center. That's cool. Yeah, I definitely don't want these to be skyscrapers, that's for sure. I like having this lower coastal region that's still, you know, higher density, but not looking like it is. Same thing with this part of town. But I think we really are gonna make the majority, if not this whole hill, be high density. I think it's gonna happen. What if they made a map so huge you could have multiple cities and build roads and railroads between them? See, then you're starting to get into like Transport Fever stuff, which, by the way, Transport Fever is making a sequel, so we could actually see something like that come up in Transport Fever 2, where they're going to be having even greater scale. They really haven't talked too much about a lot of the features in that game. It is possible. Wow, look at all those taxis at the space elevator. Jeez. It's insane. By the way, love it how the space elevator is right by all the high-tech, futuristic-looking skyscrapers. Like, that fits really well. I really, really like that. Okay. So yeah, let's keep this going. So yeah, we did all that, and then that's done. So the next area will be this thin little area of commercial, which I feel like we should just go ahead and delete all those. And do it that way. So we'll delete all these by hand. It's not the most elegant way to do it, but it gets the job done. Today, the mayor, by hand, decided to run the giant swing pendulum wrecking ball right into all this commercial district. Luckily, all the cars made it out of the buildings safely. Okay. So I know we did that office stuff through there. Hey, Lunatic, thank you so much for the raid, bud. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, we are getting some skyscrapers in this game, for those just tuning in. And we're really liking the look of our city now. It's looking super good. Yeah, I got that lunatic hype. Awesome, awesome. Madcap hype as well. Love it. Welcome, welcome, everybody. That's awesome. Thank you so much. So what were you up to, man? Can you even hope to build something like this? Hey, this is over many, like I think like 50 hours or something like that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, it's a pretty cool city. I really like what we've done. We got like this nice water district right along the river. And we have the eye overlooking Mordor Road over here, is what we named it. And it's just got the horrible industrial. And we got all sorts of just dead trees and pollution. And then we got the 2 towers here in the back. And then we got Sauron's correctional facility at the other end of the road. With, you know, the eye overlooking it. So, yeah, it's great. Yeah, I'm hoping you get accepted soon, everyone, because you've been waiting for a long time. Like, you put in your app a long time ago, and you still haven't gotten accepted. That's crazy. Definitely worth checking out. If you guys haven't already, check out our Ruins channel. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. So anyway, we got this cool, like, river district. And then over here, we got, like, SpaceX, essentially. It's called ChirpX because that's what this is. So basically, our social media happens. And hey, we hit 20 viewers. We hit our goal tonight for 20 viewers. That means we're going to give away a gift sub. Every single time we have a stream that has more viewers than subs we have, we're doing a gift sub giveaway. So let's go ahead and switch over to just panning around the city. And let's get this gift sub going. Here we go. Thank you so much for that raid, man. That tipped us over the edge. Alright, let's do a gift sub giveaway. Hey, Theorbs. Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Welcome to the Dang Gang. Thanks for the follow, man. Alright, let's go ahead and give a gift sub. And we do 1. There we go. Complete. And we'll see who it's going to be. Here we go. Hey, Casper Fish. Nice to have another person as part of the Dang Gang. Welcome, welcome to our family here. Enjoy that gift sub. That's awesome. All right. Just watch the train come in and the bus stop. Got these very artistic camera moves, not doing the sweeping cameras today like we normally do. Just those still shots of our city. I feel like this is like the news organization that just has like these still cams overlooking certain parts of the city. Here we go, now we're getting the helicopter shots. Hey, the Rune Sage. Welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. Alright. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome to the Dang Gang. Okay. And then, yeah, we do have the Technological Institute of Dangatopia. Dangatopia is our city, of course. Oh, dang, we got a fire. Just imagine there being a news report. Well, Pat, apparently they were trying to make beanie weenies tonight at the park, and it seems that somehow they caught their tent on fire. Now, I don't know why. They might not have just placed the rocks right to protect themselves, but yes, there's a huge fire going on. Onlookers don't seem too concerned, but if that fire spreads, it could mean disaster for our city. Firefighters are nowhere in sight. Hopefully they'll catch this fire. I've been trying to reach them this whole time, but it seems that they are busy right now saving cats from trees. But hopefully they'll get over here and put out this fire. Back to you. Man, there are still not firefighters over here. What are they doing? Oh man, nobody cares about the trailer community here. Jeez. That is not good. This is gonna burn down, I think. Where are our firefighters? Oh, dang. Yeah, we don't have any firefighters coming over here. What is going on? Oh, here we go. I think the chopper's coming in to put out the fire. There we go. There we go. Let's pause time here. Get on. Oh, that's a medical helicopter. Oh, dang. So that fire is still spreading. Apparently, they're trying to save people from here. Man, this is turning into a disaster right now. Jeez. Oh, dang. That is not good. Tent number 3 is on fire. Yeah, they landed and they're gonna go save people here. Okay, there we go. There we go. We got the fire helicopter coming in with the clutch save. Oh my goodness, look at that tent. That is not good. Jeez. Oh, she's sitting down here. Bradley Lee. Enjoying their tent here that used to be a lot better. Oh man, that tent is never gonna be the same. Wow. We see those fire choppers and planes all the time, dang. Dang. But wow, that took way too long to respond. Good gravy. Luckily this tree seems fine, but that could have been a disaster if we had our tents placed a little closer together there. Yeah, we got a nice, what we're calling the trailer park community over here. And it's a public park, and there's actually a lot of visitors that come to this every day. Let's see, total visitors, 141,000 people have been to Fringe Park. Yes. And then they're constantly being watched by the people over here. Got all these militaristic observation tents towers overlooking the peaceful encampment here. John, welcome to the chat. Nice to have you here. I think you need to work on your emergency response timing. Yes, I think so. I think so. Oh my goodness. You have a rodeo once a year there? Okay. But yeah, that trailer is really... That tent is really never going to be the same. Although it looks like it's gradually repairing itself somehow. Yeah, they're gradually getting it better, maybe. I hope. Alright. Well, that certainly could have gone better. Let's check out fire for this area and see. There's literally... Are you kidding me? What are you guys doing? There's a firehouse right here. Right here. You guys had one job. You had one job. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Fire them? Oh, fire engines in use 0 of 6. They might already be fired. I don't think anybody's working here. That's our problem. There's no workers at this fire station. That explains it. Okay. Well, wow. What are we paying you guys for? Alright, apparently people are just getting paid and there's no fire trucks. So apparently the city did not do its job to get fire trucks to this department. And that's definitely a problem that we're going to have to solve in the future. Jimmy's eating donuts. No, that's not firefighters. Firefighters would never do that. Clearly. No. Oh, we don't want heavy. We want just some light. Right on in here, and we'll see the new lighthouses here for the U.S. themed housing, the international themed, I should say. It's not just U.S. But yeah, that tent was on fire way too long with them being right there. That's crazy. Ah, the American dream, getting paid for no work, right? Absolutely. So yeah, these houses obviously do look different. There's a nice duplex. Much more the American themed suburbia kind of a thing going on here, not the modern European look that we have throughout the rest of our city. Whoa! Okay, so yeah, some of these supermarkets upgraded. Interesting. Those are supermarkets, apparently. Weird. Okay. The Chester Residence. Man, that is a small house there. That's like a 2-room house. Which I guess is fitting next to the trailer park. Alright. Interesting. Man. Like, the neighborhood association is not doing their job today. Like, you got a house like that, and a house like that, that would never happen. Alright, take care, Lunatic. Thank you so much for the raid, man. That was awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're just doing an impromptu stream tonight. Now, I'm not saying that the fireworks caused that fire, but they might have caused that fire. Yeah, we have fireworks here every night to celebrate this being a fringe park. Honestly, that's the main reason we have so many people here. Nice view of the moon there as well. I feel like that's the reason most people come to that park, is just for the fireworks show. Alright, that's also our only park in the whole city. We honestly need to be making more parks that you actually make. Like, we have plenty that we placed down, but that's the only one we've actually made. Okay, looking good over here. Hey, yeah, anytime, Casper Fish. Thank you so much for checking out our stream at some point. I don't think you were watching live earlier. You might have been. But, yeah, every single time we get more viewers than we got subs in a stream, we're gonna be giving away, you know, 1 sub for that stream. Went to the bank real quick? Okay. Yeah, anytime, Casper Fish. But yeah, you do not have to be watching, you just have to have watched the channel at some point, I think, to be able to be eligible for those gift sub giveaways. But I think if you are, like, actively watching, you're more likely to get it. I don't know exactly how gift subbing works on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, this bus station is getting a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic. Man, look at all those people waiting. Jeez. And that's all from the space elevator. That's insane. Still not sure how sort of Asley got it. Hey, he's watched the channel before. That's how he got one. That's how we got one. Let me set it on something real quick, and I want to see if we, that was not the right one. Let's do that. I want to see if we got that emote unlocked yet. No, it's still not. We're still waiting on that glowing emote. Yeah, it looks like the game got out. That's what all that traffic was. Yep. Okay, yeah, the basketball game ended. 5-1 and 1 loss. Not too bad, not too bad. 6 wins, 0 losses on our football team. That's pretty good. And why is our baseball... Oh, there it is. 6 wins and 0 losses for baseball too. That's pretty cool. Here we are, the Eagles. Took you a month to get your emotes? Well, they did have like a legit delay last time. Like there was they had a backlog. It seems like they've mostly gotten caught up on emotes, but it still does take a while for it to get approved. I just put it in over the weekend, so it'll, you know, there's only been like 2 work days for them to be approving it now, which is pretty short for them doing that, so I'm guessing it'll still be a while. Plus I put it on the weekend, so it usually takes a lot longer because, you know, they get a lot of entries of that on the weekend, and it was the late part of the weekend when I put it in, so it'll be a while. Man, that's just like skyscraper soup right there. That's insane. Love that. Alright, let's continue this on. See, I'm pretty sure we never did this little section, so let's go ahead and do it down to this road at least. And then we'll figure out what we want to do over there. And we'll keep going through here. So I think we'll just get rid of this commercial here. And just make all this be residential. Switch over to heavy so we don't forget later. Good deal, good deal. There we go. And we'll go ahead and at least do some of this. There we go. Alright, let's fill this in. Ta-da! Oh, we apparently finally got all our public services online in the year 2072. So that's great. You just have to wait till 2072 till the government finally gets everything online. At least at the city of Dangatopia anyway. So that's great. Alright, that's probably going to be really confusing. Let's leave that spot empty just so we know where we left off. Okay. Pretty sure you're dead at that point in the future? Maybe, maybe. You know, I think people 100 years ago thought they were going to die a lot sooner too, so you never know, you never know. Go restart your phone for an update so it disappear, but you'll return. Okay. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Alright. We still missed one. And then we got all the traffic coming out of this because we are getting rid of all these buildings. Okay, working through, working through. It's so much. All right, but hey, we're getting there. We got plenty of time. We got all the time in the world, which hopefully doesn't end soon. That'd be a shame. We get to like the last part of this and then the world ends. No, we were so close. There we go. That's section 2. All right. So yeah, just remember we stopped at this avenue here. Here we go. Big placement coming in right now. There we go. That whole section we did. Now filled in. We don't want that. And we don't want that. And we don't want that. And we don't want that. Let's go ahead and fill those in. We'll be deleting them again later, but we might as well fill them in now. Just for peace of mind. Alright. So that road there. Okay. So yeah, let's keep going along this avenue because we haven't done this stuff over here either, so we might as well. Question about your name. Is there another Andang? Have you tried changing your name to just Andang? So the reason I'm not just Andang is because there's another account I had that was just Andang, and I haven't gone in and fixed that. So that account is inactive, but we'll have to wait for a while before we can actually get the name change. And I've contacted Twitch about it, they haven't responded, and it's been like a month, so I don't think they're going to respond. So yeah, that's why we're have the weird name. Trust me, I wish we could change it just Andang, but that's where we're at for now. But yeah, what's weird is we deleted that channel a long time ago, but it still hasn't gone back into like the public domain like it's supposed to. Because it's supposed to happen like within a year, and it hasn't happened. So, but it's been like way longer than a year since we deleted that. Like, that was like our channel that we created like 7 years ago or something ridiculous like that. I don't remember the password for that account anymore, so no, I can't log into that account. Which is part of the problem, as you can imagine. But yeah, because I hadn't been on Twitch for so long, I I used to have a different way of saving all my passwords. And so, like, that information is just lost to time. So we'll just never know. Let's go ahead and just delete all the residential in here, because that'll make it easier to fix it later. I think we already did this section, but oh well. We're gonna redo it. All of your city editing has cost you maybe 12K in residence since you started watching. Yeah, it's been quite the experience here. But hey, we're wanting these skyscrapers, so that's what we're doing. We're doing all this just so we can get more skyscrapers because everyone wants them. So that's what we got going on. And I agree, it does look cooler with skyscrapers. Kind of just randomly doing it now. There we go. That was good. Not perfect, but good. There we go. Alright. So it looks like that section's done, so I think we reached the end. So yeah, for those wondering why I'm not just like unzoning everything and then rezoning randomly, it's because of all the schools and stuff that we placed. So we really need to keep everything in its sections that it was already for our optimal, not really optimal, but the way we had it before was better than just randomly doing it, I feel like, because then you'd have schools in the middle of like office areas and it'd be annoying to have to fix all that. So I think it is, even though it's annoying to have to individually be doing it like this, I think it's easier in the long run to be doing it this way. And that way we don't have to worry about like different traffic issues and all that kind of stuff. It's just the same city, just with skyscrapers. So we only have to worry about the potential issues that skyscrapers may or may not add into the mixture. I think we're gonna go ahead and just build houses along that road, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Let's see. Let's remove that. We'll have them build just in there, and then we'll end it off down here. There we go. Because we're definitely going to build some stuff in there. We'll do that later. For now, it's residential through there. Man, that lightning. Fill that in. And that should be good. Alright. So yeah, hopefully we don't just perpetually lose people like we have been. Hopefully it all works itself out in the end. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of open spaces for a while, I think, as our city regrows and rebuilds itself. It'll be a long process, but it will be worth it. At least that's what we're telling our citizens. Okay, so now, see, it looks way better than any of yours. Okay, yeah, this is the best looking city I've made. It turned out really well. This hill was the saving factor. Like, if it had been flat, it would have just looked like this, really boring. Like, this is what we were starting out with. This curve wasn't even there. We added that in recently. But once we moved to like doing curves everywhere, it looked really cool. Like, once we started, because there's, over here, there's not really terrain to follow. Like, there's this hill here, but there's really not that much terrain that you're following. And so we stuck to like a really rigid grid system, because that just made sense. And the city that we're in, it has a lot of grids. Like, there's almost no curved roads in the city we're in. And so it's only along the river, which is kind of what we decided to do here, where we were just like kind of at the start recreating something similar to what our city was like. So, and then it grew on into something totally different, which is great, because you don't want a whole city of just this. This is so much more interesting. Yeah, the thing that surprised me the most is how well we've been able to keep traffic in check. I did not expect we'd be able to do that. And we've had issues from time to time, but because we've stayed on it throughout, we've been able to do pretty good with traffic. Okay, so we still have to do commercial above this road, and then and I think these offices haven't been done either. But these have. Yeah, those definitely haven't been done. So anyway, we'll do offices last. We'll do commercial next. Let's start over here. There we go. So yeah, I guess we just have that section and that section, and that over there, and then we're good. So yeah, Yeah, not a lot of commercial in here, surprisingly. Not too shabby. Here we go, here we go. But yeah, I just like how chill this game is. You know, tonight's just an impromptu stream. We didn't really plan to do a stream tonight. You know, it's not our normal stream night. But it's so chill that I feel like I can just do it anytime and still have fun and enjoy talking with you guys. It's just nice and peaceful. Alright, so that one seems to be upgrading enough, so I think we're good there. If I remember right, we deleted the buildings by hand. So we're good on that. So now we just have this section north of this road. And then we'll save that last section. Which, honestly, we're almost done. Like, we don't have that much left. Like, we've done all of this. Like, we are almost done with this project. Thank goodness. So now the question will be, do we want this over here? And I think the answer is yes. We do want all those offices being skyscrapers overlooking. So I think we're definitely going to be doing that. And that will be interesting for sure. Okay. Well, look at all the empty spots for residential. That's concerning. But hey, our city will come back. It's fine. It's fine. I'm surprised our budget has stayed so good, to be honest. Let's go ahead and raise that to 10. How attractive is your city? Where's that statistic? Like, is that this one? Like, we got parks and plazas all over the city. But I don't think that's the attractiveness one. Yeah, it's just leisure. Let's look at natural resources, see where we want to build. So we could build like an oil thing there, forest stuff there, farmland. That'd be good too. Lots of opportunities. Oh, I guess blue is ore. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, we'll have all sorts of industrial opportunities. Oh, land value. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty good on... That's just levels. Where's land value? It's in here. I just have to find it. Here we go. Money sign. Yeah, our land value is kind of insane along the coast. Yeah, there's some rich people in this low-density part of town. Even by the trailer park, like Fringe Park, high land value, surprisingly. All the rich people want to demolish it. And then we got some pretty good land value up here as well. Like, yeah, land value's not really been an issue. I guess universities, for some reason, don't have high land value. I feel like that's just something that they didn't think about when they were doing the game, because it doesn't matter, right, what the land value is for a university. It would be nice, though, if that increased land value immensely. Because I think it should. Like, that should be emanating land value to the rest of everything. But yeah, we got really good land value. Obviously not good in Mordor, but it's good everywhere else. And then this is all pretty new, so that's why it's not as high, I think. But yeah, we're providing good things for our whole city. And honestly, we just haven't made a new area in a long time, so that's part of it. Alright, let's see. We've been going for 2.5 hours here. Let's go ahead and do a brief intermission. I'm going to go ahead and not that one. Let's move over to the active camera here. And we'll get some background music going. Let's see. Let's do that one. Here we go. And I'll see you guys again in about 5 minutes here. Or some more. Why is that taking so long to load? There we go. Alright, see you guys in about 5 minutes. Your university's bright green? How'd you get that to happen? Finally back. Wait, what happened to Andang? Yeah, that's the thing, everyone. Every time you go away, I go away too. Didn't you know that? Yeah, whenever you guys stop watching, I just leave the stream. I thought you guys knew that. There are picnic tables on top of that skyscraper. Love the city. Lots of solar panels, jeez. I think we have some sort of policy that lets them do that. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys had a good break. Man, I love this city. It's turned out really, really well, and the skyscrapers have just made it be so much better. So much better. It's just cool. So many upgrades over here. Okay. You have a lot of trees there? Maybe that's why? I mean, we have a lot of trees too. Like, look at this. Like, that's a lot of trees, I feel like. I mean, maybe we just have too many dorms. I don't know. Maybe it's all too close together. Perhaps. But, yeah. Yeah, the reason we have more dorms is because we found that that lets more international people come in. So it increases the number of students. Because, like, our students have been all over the place right now because of our city's influx. But we did have it where we had a lot of students. Wow, we might get, like, a multiple... we might go down multiple levels this time. That's not good. Alright. Well, it happens. We need a cherry emote? Yeah, I'll add that to the list of things. That probably wouldn't happen until after we're partnered, though, to be honest with you. Main reason being that I have plans for the rest of the emotes already. Definitely for 2, because I do want the Team Blue and Team Orange. And I think we'll include the Team Red Total War one that we got as well. Which I don't know if you guys saw. It was from the thing we had with the... when we had the sub-goal thing on our screens and all that stuff. Anyway. Let's go ahead and... where'd we leave off? I've lost my spots. Let's see, we did all the commercial above that avenue, right? Pretty sure we did. And then those offices are done. Those offices are done. These offices look... whoa, that's really cool. That helicopter pad, that's awesome. So yeah, that looks like that was done. So I think it's just over here. This commercial we didn't do. This is what we were going to do. Okay. Your campus attractiveness is 3,000. Your mine is 27, so that's like not that... that's not far enough to have it be all blue, right? Like, I don't know what's going on here. Trying to think of what would be lowering it. Maybe this? Maybe all this being over here is lowering it? Because there's no way having rockets launching off is really helpful for your school's education. So that might be part of it. Also, we don't, like, there's a big gap between this and this, so maybe we don't have, like, housing and stuff close enough to the university for it to be spilling into the university kind of a thing. I don't know. Because it's very much so on its own, right? Interesting. Anyway... that looks cool. That looks really cool. I love that you can see it from all the way over here. Really stands out. Oh, that's awesome. Alright, anyway. Oh, hey, we're starting to get even more skyscrapers over here. Lots of those residential skyscrapers. That's awesome. Alright, anyway, let's get back to that commercial and take care of all of that. deal. And let's get rid of that section. Awesome. Come on up here. Good deal. Let's keep going. And like some of that was residential before, we're just gonna make it be all commercial. Because it makes more sense. Like there's a few in there, I don't know what they were doing. That's probably just misplaced from when we drug over the whole map. Look at all that traffic from these going away. It's insane. I'm still not used to that. That's funny. And kind of terrifying. The mayor said that's funny. Elect me instead. Next campaign cycle. So I think what we're going to do is just do the big wipe over everything here. Okay. Good deal. Get rid of that too. Alright, so let's plug in these holes over here. There we go. And we should be able to just do a big drag over the whole thing. Alright. So I guess we could also get rid of those two, huh? Here we go. Alright. Now we can go from literally all the way up there. Oh, that was a bad one. Let's see, let's just try from all the way over there. Just cover that whole thing. Yeah, I think that worked. Okay, it's just dark. You can't see that supermarket goes all the way through there. Okay. Cool. So that's that. Now, literally all we have to do is just the residential under here. So that little bit. And then the offices. And then we're finally done deleting all of these buildings. Thank goodness. Jeez. This has been insane. But hey, we're getting it done. And our city looks so much better now. Yeah, I do say anyway, alright, and good deal quite a bit. That is true. Those are my transition words for sure. It's crazy how everyone has their own strategies when it comes to playing this game. Yeah. Our strategy is to not realize that the map's only European and that means that this particular map you can't have skyscrapers, so that then we install a mod 14 episodes in so that we can finally get skyscrapers by deleting half the city to get it. Yep, that's our strategy to playing this game. Okay. That's like almost like a lighthouse. Like, what is that? That's not an apartment building. That's like a glorified giant bug zapper. And watch now for the next 3 hours as Andang insults buildings, calling them things like bug zapper and other gratuitous words. I still love this supermarket. America. You're welcome for the whole skyscraper thing? Yeah, thank you so much for that. And thank goodness that person was in chat to tell me that you can't even get him on this map without having a mod. Yeah, thank you both for that. This has turned out really nicely. And we're going to be building a whole bunch more over here. So it'll be a whole nother section of skyscrapers, which I am super excited about. And we might even, as time goes on, and we need more industry, we might even delete some of the stuff in here and make it connect. We will see. We will see. Alright, so I think we're not going to go like all the way to the edge just yet. But on the other hand, I kind of want to go all the way to the edge. So in theory, all we should have to do is just rezone this and make the zone be the right zone. In theory. Let me see where exactly it starts. Okay. Alright. Close enough. Close enough. Alright, now let's go into this. Do that. Not what we wanted. Enable. International. There we go. Whoop. Okay. We're still good. Yeah, because that's what that does. So we selected, and we're good. Okay. So now, if we go into... In theory, that should change all these office buildings. I doubt that's what's going to happen, but it might do it for us. It looks like it's doing it for us, so that is fantastic. That means we don't even have to touch the office stuff, it'll just automatically do it. If only there was that option for residential and commercial as well, so that we could have avoided all these issues in the beginning. Here we go, Smart Reads. Probably a kids bookstore type company, or a kids book type company. Smart Reads coming through. You know, an educational book company as well, I guess it could be. There we go. I wish they used different colors as well, because I know it's supposed to be like high tech, and so that's blue, and then you have other colors for other building sections, like yellow for residential it seems, and stuff like that, but it'd be nice if they weren't all the same. Like, you could even have the same model just lit up differently and it'd look totally different. Only bad thing about the skyscrapers is now you have so much more work in this game. That is true, yeah. But here's the thing. Me completing City Skylines has nothing to do with me completing Total War. Trust me, Arun. Because my idea is to have like a city building night and a strategy game night. And so even if I finish this, I'd probably just start another city builder instead of doing more Total War. Basically, I need to go through more strategy games to get through Total War. Is how I look at it anyway. Alright, so yeah, this is all getting transformed. That's cool. Let's look back through these and make sure that we're not missing something. So you could have like a tourism area for hotel accommodations, restaurants, and other activities. We could have a leisure specialization, district specialized in leisure, have more vibrant nightlife and more options for daytime relaxation as well. And then just like a local produce area. That would be kind of cool. Let's see. Self-sufficient residential buildings recycle their waste and produce energy as solar panels and other means. Interesting. And we got our industry stuff. Okay. It's interesting there's not an... I guess the industries is the industrial version, but anyway. Cool. So as soon as we finish the Banner Saga 3, the plan is to return to Total War. Yeah, these skyscrapers don't have power because they're not near anything that does. That's sad. New colossal offices. Hey, there you go. They're moving over here. Because Colossal Order makes this game. So that's their new offices, I guess. They're taking over the world. Let's see how busy our university is now. Students are going up from where they were, so that's good. Honestly, I think we just need more. We need to start, like, actually, you know, building out more. Okay, those buttons do that. Alright, anyway, never press those buttons in this game. Good to know. Okay, let's go through everything and make sure that... Well, I guess we still... That was just offices, huh? We still have the others. Dang it, we're not done. So we did all that, so we just have the residential, and then we are done with this project. Yeah, don't ask for skyscrapers in the Banner Saga, then that'll make that series take forever, just like this one. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's funny. That's really funny, everyone. Alright. Let's see, final task to do in this, with this method of building. So, we added all that in later, so we don't need to touch any of that. So those are all skyscrapers, okay. Yeah, we probably need to actually take care of this area. Yeah, probably all of that. There we go. Okay, I guess those got filled in when we did the mass commercial. There we go. Kind of hard to see what we've done and what we haven't. Okay, for some reason this whole border is all residential. But hey, the good news is we can just do a fill over this whole area and we'll be good. Can you add a dock and boats in this game? Yes. In fact, I'll show you our boat and dock area in just a second. Let me finish this, and then we'll go over and take a look at our shipping route. And we also have several like leisure docks and stuff like that along the river. Is that it? Is that it? Aside from that? And I guess that? Yeah, that's already... There we go. Oh, and this section up here. I think that's it. I'm surprised we're not losing power up here. I guess that's because that's connected to something, hopefully. Such a great mayor. Alright. Oh, and we do want to get rid of these houses along here. That just looks silly. Which means there's no reason for this power line to be here. So we can delete that. Alright, we should now be good to just fill in all the residential over here. Although I guess, yeah, because the connection never broke, the power's actually connected there, so that's good. That would have been bad if that went away. Like, that would have ruined everything. Alright, so I think we're now good. Yeah. One thing I do want to do is continue along here. Right now we have no demand for anything, so we're not going to, but once we get demand, we'll be doing that. Alright, our skyscrapers are starting to come in over here. Let's look from down here. Let's look from up here. So that's cool. And yeah, you can see our shipping lane going through here. All coming from this cargo hub over here. The train just comes right in and it unloads the train and puts it on the boats. We do have an ocean thermal energy conversion plant over here. Don't ask me how it works, but it does. We got the sunken boat back there that we've seen a million times. We got a castle, because why not? And then way back up here, we have a pier that you can boat out to. They apparently have to slide down the poles because the water level is so weird here, but it does work. And then we got these docks over here as well. It's kind of cool. Yeah, that's pretty much all we have. So yeah, there's that. We could probably build more along the water. Like, we honestly probably should. Especially now that we have this whole area over here, right? Like, we're no longer limited to just, like, right here. They have garbage built up over here. Alright, well, there's literally incineration plants right here, so I don't know what you're complaining about. It's 2-lane roads all throughout there. So I get that you have a garbage buildup, but we got plenty of incineration plants, I think. Yeah, capacity's good. So we should be perfectly fine there. I don't know what they're complaining about. Feel like your water is lacking? Yeah, it kind of is. There's just, like, in here there's nothing, right? Like, there's a lot in certain places. And then we could definitely put some stuff, like, right here. Like, this would be prime ideal location for it. For, like, a tourism type thing. Wow, that river is really filling up. So yeah, it's finally made its way around, and it's hopefully now going out to the sea. That land does not stop that sun, apparently. Well, there we go. It does, I guess, kind of. Like, the more zoomed in you get. But no, it just assumes that there's no land. That's funny. Cool. Alright. So now we need to check all our services and make sure they're good. So yeah, we're good on power. We're good on water. We're good on garbage. Well, there's some areas that are not as good as others. But that's mostly because they're new, I think. Hopefully. Like, they need garbage collected, but not much I can do about it right now. We could place more, I guess, but not what we're wanting to do. Alright, yeah, they're fine. They just are new. New buildings take a while. This I've literally never gotten. We've had this issue this whole game. These people just do not want to be healthy right here. So, what I'm gonna do is try replacing this hospital with the other one and see if that helps at all. There we go. We now got the other hospital here. Hopefully that'll help somehow, some way. We literally have 2 hospitals in this area for no reason. Other than people keep complaining. And, you know, hot air balloons flying over your place probably doesn't help either. But anyway, they're good. Everybody's good. Doesn't look like it because they're sad and happy. Any residential boating either, like sailing or fishing? Yeah, we don't have any of that. Like, honestly, the water side of this game is probably the most lacking thing of the game. There's some other things that lack, but that's a big one. Oh yeah, we can place all the Firewatch things now that we got all this extra territory. We're good. I think we're good. I guess we could place one. We already have one right there. Yep, I'm calling that good. Okay. Oh, I guess we need to check actual, like, fire safety, huh? Yeah, they're all at risk. Because we don't have an actual, like, fire station over here. Let's place a new firehouse over here. There we go. Let's check out police, they're good. Let's see if that helped. It helped a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, again, I think that's just because the buildings are new, because they were fine earlier. Alright, seem to be good throughout all there. How many police stations do you have? You're looking at it. Every spot you see a purple arrow shooting up, that's a police station. So we got quite a few all throughout the city here. Along with the prison, of course, as well. And then here's our elementary schools. We got them all over the place. Like, it's kind of insane how many you need in this game. We are under capacity, but we're going to wait till more buildings fill in before we do anything about that. In that new area. And wow, university capacity is starting to go down. Hold the phone. Yeah, we're hitting 2,000 students now, getting back in the right direction. That's good. Yeah, because all these people are starting to get through high school and be able to go to college now. So that's cool. That's really cool. So we have a very high need for commercial at the second. So we might make just all this commercial around here. I don't know how I feel about that, but that would not be the worst thing, I guess, that we could do. Are there retirement homes in this game? No, but there is death care. So there are like, the only thing I can think of is incineration plants, but that's not what it is. There are graveyards and all the things you can place for that kind of a thing. But no, there aren't like retirement homes. But you could say, like, you know, some of this stuff over here, this low density housing is like the retirement area. You know, it's the older part of town anyway. So it's a lot of people with the same homes, you know, the older part of town. And you got the new vibrant, young part of town. Imagine having an office, overlook all that, and then imagine being the house that's super upset because there's a giant office blocking your view of the ocean. Crematoriums, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of that term. So I guess we'll just make this be like a commercial road down here. Like just full of advertising and lost dreams. We'll just carry it on around. There we go. Got another fire. Hopefully they're better at fighting this one than last time. Oh geez, the medical clinic's on fire. Yeah, they responded to that awful quick. Okay, yeah, that medical clinic has seen better days. Ooh boy. So you got a strategy game place between the hospital and the crematorium. The law, accounting. And then Pear, which is Apple, but their version of it has more buildings over there. Interesting. My. Alright, well, this city is really coming along. The demand went way down now that we placed all that. Yeah, we do have water all throughout there, so that's good. Okay. No, 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 no. Not the same thing, everyone. Not the same thing. Yeah, retirement homes and incineration plants are not the same. Yeah, that's like something out of The Giver. Alright, so once our city recovers from everything we just did to it, we will be placing more areas of our city. But we want to give it a chance to recover a bit, I think. I think for a while we won't be placing offices because we want to get some industrial stuff. We want to start using the DLC that is from that. Picking on you again. Yeah, I assume so, everyone. I assume so. But yeah, this building no longer looks so far out of place now that there's taller buildings near it. But yeah, I was watching a thing. In China, they literally have like this type of a thing where you have the same building like right next to each other. And they're building like entire cities that nobody's moving into. But it's just like planning for the future population kind of a thing. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. But yeah, they're literally building like copy-paste buildings like this. That are skyscrapers that look really awesome individually, but then there's like a whole bunch of them all together, so it's like weird. Yeah, there was an interesting, I don't remember what news organization did it, but it was a cool documentary type news report about it. It was really cool. And just like crazy. Like they're building all these areas that they don't even know are actually going to be filled. But yeah, here is the most awesome place to have a meal. Like that's like the 5-star restaurant overlooking the whole city. Like imagine that view. That's awesome. And there's the one looking back the other way, and it's not as good. But that's cool. Yeah, yeah. I was watching a thing about a skyscraper. Yes, they're ruined. Yep. Okay, let's keep on looking through our stuff. So we were waiting on education. We didn't want to look at that just yet. We have no bus lines coming out to this part of the city, which is potentially not good. Like, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that, but it's kind of disappointing, right? Because like that's the closest we get with our bus lines. So there's still this whole section that's just never, it's just only gonna have metro, which I don't think is a bad thing. And if we look at parks, we're fine. Absolutely fine. Okay. And then let's see if we have any. So we now have a shopping center. This building forms a complex of shops, cafes, restaurants, and other retail facilities. An excellent place to hang out with your friends or go crazy with your credit card. Alright. Well, that's going to make a lot of people happy. We could put it in this office space. I don't know how I feel about that. There's not really room. That's the problem, is there's never room for stuff you want to place. In this game, it seems. That's honestly our problem. We placed all the roads, right? So, it's our mistake. But this is on a hill, so I don't think it'll ever really want to place there anyway. So let's look to another part of the city. How about like in here somewhere? We could place along the highway. I don't like that idea too much. I want it out of the way a bit. Yeah, even if we delete that road, it's still complaining about the other roads. So there's that. So it really can only go out here. So, let's put it like tucked away right there. There we go, that's a cool market area. Cool, that's definitely the mall. Alright. Awesome. And we got all those other monuments. We still haven't placed the statue of shopping. I don't really like the idea of putting a statue in our city for shopping. I think that's kind of weird. Oh, we still haven't put in this cathedral. Now that we got these skyscrapers, we could put it in like over here somewhere. Okay, so it's 2 roads that it's complaining about. And yeah, that would kind of ruin our whole... Well, actually... Slope is too steep though. So it wouldn't actually be able to go there. What about over here? Slope's still too steep. Okay. What about over here? Yeah, it apparently needs very flat land for this particular building. Alright, what if we put it in like right in here somewhere, right by the high school? Whoa! The Statue of Colossus? Now we got that. Okay, we're definitely gonna be placing that. Let's see if we got anything else though. Okay, good. Alright, so we honestly want to place it out in the water, but I don't know if you can. Okay, wow, that's gonna be awesome. Do we want to just place it like that? Like, let's think about this for a second. There we go. That's awesome. That is really cool. Now we do need a road connection. But yeah, that's awesome. Oh, look at that with the skyscrapers in the back. That's cool. There we go. Good deal. Alright, now we have to figure out how to connect this. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of a nightmare. Okay. Not as bad as I thought. Alright, it's connected. Yep. Alright, it needs water, okay. There we go. That's cool. Those lights are pointing right at his pits. That's funny. Alright, anyway. That's pretty cool. At the mouth of our river. That's awesome. I wonder No, you can't place out there. You have to place on the land. Okay. Cool. Why does a statue need water? I'm guessing that there is some sort of facility providing people water here. Somewhere. I don't know. Don't ask. Yeah, I'm not sure. Too bad I can't go on top of a skyscraper, right? But yeah, I don't know why it needs water. For the last 5 minutes, your viewers dropped 3 and then went to 11. Yeah, Twitch has been weird with viewers. Like, Smarmy Tank was talking last night. He was going from like 50 to 100 and then back to 50 and then over to 100 like that. So yeah, Twitch has been weird with their viewer counts. It's like they're deciding to not count viewers and then they're deciding to count them again. I don't know. It's weird. Like, that's the only explanation I can think. Or people are disconnecting and reconnecting, but I doubt it's that severe, right? Like, maybe the server is assuming that they disconnected, but they didn't actually disconnect, and so it's misreading that. Like, I honestly don't know. It's weird. Yeah, that is a nice addition. I wish we could place it right here at the mouth of the river, but then we'd have to do like a weird like block off, and it would be very involved. And now that I say that, I really want to do it. So I think we're gonna do it. Awesome. Okay, let's see here. Not what I wanted. There we go. Here we go. Now let's do that thing. Alright, now we got like a nice platform at the mouth of our river. And we can put that right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna look awesome. Okay, now let's take this road and we're gonna build a bridge. Over to there, and since we have a bridge over to there, we should probably build one over here. Well, I guess that's not gonna work. Alright, well, that doesn't look bad, actually. That works. That works. Okay, we're now gonna need to deliver power and water to the island. So for power, we're just gonna do... We're just gonna do one of those. And then water's easy because you just... Ta-da. Okay. There we go. The gateway to our city. I don't know if I like that over there. I think we need to move it. Too far away. There we go. Now it seems out of the way. And this thing is huge. That's the size of a train. Think how big this statue is. Like, that is a stand in the background, and it's like the size of his toe. Like, this is a huge statue. I mean, that's a 6-story building. This is probably like 15 stories tall, maybe even more. That's insane. Very cool. Yeah, that probably would be happening, right? The boats would be going in a place we don't want them to go. But, hey, we're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah, I don't know, Green. That might be why. That's one of the additional features of the statue. Yeah, that's cool. Here we go. Got our first visitor. Well, maybe not our first because there's somebody over there. Okay, so people have walked over here apparently. I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they do either. Oh, they were parking. Okay. Very cool. All right. That's awesome. I really like how that turned out. Okay. So let's see. We're back to 108,000 people, which is about where we were when we started the stream. So that means that this should all be pretty much back to normal for at least elementary schools. But it's not, so that's great. That's going to be a long process, I think, to get them all educated. Graduated citizens, only 86%. 60% graduate high school, 52% graduate college. And we're back to 5-star, good. Okay, so we actually need some industrial. So I think, I'm trying to think. Well, not necessarily industrial, we could place offices. I think we're gonna save industrial for our next stream, because we don't want to be doing all that, starting all that tonight, because that's gonna be an involved process. So instead, I think we'll just place some more offices. And thinking about just placing them in this quadrant here. I think that would look pretty good. So let's see, instead of building a road across, build it up like that. Like that, and then have one back down, and then build one up like that, and have one go like that, and get rid of that, and it's actually alright, it's not as close. Cable cars coming off the hill somewhere would look good. Yeah, that's true. That would look really cool, right? Yeah, we could have cable cars coming down like right here, or maybe more over here. Or somewhere. That's true. Somewhere on that hill we need it. That would look cool. Okay, let's now build all these offices in here. Good deal. There we go. All the offices coming into play. Good deal. Okay. And we'll decide later if we want it to actually be like the super skyscraper ones. I think with this here we will. Because like that's not tall enough to go by that. So I think we're going to change it to the super skyscraper ones, which means we need another district. So let's pause time. And we'll go all throughout here. And there we go. Bring that on in. There we go, that's good enough. Alright, and then we want that one there. There we go. So now, all of those first investors are like, no, it's going away. Hey, we got a bus stop here. Look at that. There you go. Where are all of them going? I guess over to some of these businesses. Okay. Cool. Hey, Sword! Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Alright, here we go. Like, I hope someday we have cathedrals that look like super modern like that. That would be awesome. Like having those modern work of art cathedrals that are just as impressive as those old cathedrals people built. Like that would be really cool. Okay. Awesome. Alright, this city's really starting to just be awesome. I'm enjoying it. I really am. Like at this point in the game, this is the most fun I've had at this point in the game, just because it's just such an interesting city, right? Like it's good. Yeah, apparently they're having a really hard time getting educated workers over here in the back part of this. So that's great. So we need more educated workers apparently. So hurry up, university. Graduate 'em. Graduate 'em. Alright. Thought you'd hang out for a little bit? Cool. Yeah, I like to hang out before I go live too. It's just like a nice, soothing thing. I don't know. Something about it. By the way, we're only 5 subs away now from getting another emote. Like, that's been crazy. This new system we have has been working really well. Educated. But yeah, this is taking like just enough water. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's taking too much still. Yeah, Alright, well let's move one more of these. We've already moved one earlier. We'll move the hopefully the middle one. Hopefully that won't ruin their power plan there. And we'll put this one on the island of water consumption. Right there. Lift it on up. And there we go. Man, it'd be interesting, because see how this one's at like a lower level? It'd be funny if you could have like one underneath another one. Like, that would be kind of crazy. Like, if you could somehow carve out underneath. You can't in this game, but like in Planet Coaster you could. That's one thing I love about Planet Coaster, is you can create like coves and stuff. That's another thing I want to see in City Skylines too, is coves and stuff, like Pirate Cove type things. Like what you can create in Planet Coaster. That would be awesome. And like caves. Like, imagine having like a volcano city or something like that, where the volcano like curves over your city, and so like there's like this shadow, so you build like inside a volcano. That would be really cool. That would be super cool. Alright. So it looks like there's finally some demand once again in the city for some things. We got 110,000 people now. So let's go ahead and find a spot. Let's actually finally expand on out here. We have this whole part of the island we can now build out to. So let's do that. Why not? So now that this continues on down, we need to change this over to an avenue. So that's the first thing we need to do. And of course, we're going to have to move like a million things. We'll move the medical clinic. Honestly, this direction. Well, there's something else there. And there's something else there. There we go. Alright. Right. Oh, public library, okay. One right there. There we go. Easy, easy. Good deal. There we go. So yeah, now that the line is not literally right there, we can finally zone in some more of this. So let's do that real quick. I guess we'll do this part of this area. There we go. Oh, we can't because of the power line there. That's fine. Honestly, we should probably have the power line going to there now, because we're going to be redoing this whole thing. But then that messes up that curve. But that curve's going to be different anyway. No. Let's just do that then. There we go. Problem solved. Alright. Let's continue down this road. And we're actually going to want it to curve over so that it like follows that around. So that'll create a nice interesting change to this part. It's honestly like too much of a curve. Let's do like that. I think, well, everything goes over, like the highway goes over, so we might as well have all our roads go over this railroad. We'll have like a weird every single road going over this railroad. Or we've never done this before. Got a railroad crossing. Wait, why are you stopping? You're not supposed to stop. Oh, probably because there's another train, right? Hopefully because there's another train. Hopefully they're not stopping for this. Oh my, I hope not. Alright, let's check. We gotta check traffic on this. There's no... Okay, yeah. No, that's not gonna work. That's cool that it works like a normal junction, though. There we go. That way the train has priority. Please give the train priority. Alright. I mean, I guess there's a lot of situations where you wouldn't want the train to have priority, but... Please give the train priority. There we go. That's cool. We haven't done one of those this whole game. Alright. We've always had it go somewhere else, so that's something new. That'll be nice to mess with, I guess. Okay. Let's keep this road going. On down like that. And... honestly, we should just curve back up and around like so. But we don't want to do all that right now. So we'll just do like... that. And then page down. That's too close. Let's do that. Like that. Then we'll have you page up. Go. Hold that out to like there. And head up. Like that. There we go. It's not even a tight enough. Do an even tighter turn. something like that instead. We'll do that so that then we can curve back with the land. And then curve back up there, and we'll figure that out later. Alright, so there we go. We got our nice little avenue going around, like so. That looks pretty cool. We got the start of our whole new area. Alright, take it easy, Sword. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And let's see. I think we'll go another like 15 minutes or so, and then we'll probably find somebody to raid. Probably Sword, honestly. We will see. Don't do that last minute. Yeah, I guess we have to do that. And then curve it back like that. There we go. It's a little short on this end, but yeah, I don't like that. We're gonna fix this end. Alright. And now it's not symmetrical. Almost got it. There we go. Good enough. Now let's decorate it with some trees, and then we'll be good to go. We need to fix that at some point. That was the edge of the map for us. Oh, also we need to tie in this railroad. I forgot about that. Yeah, we have this whole railroad system that we never tied into anything because this was always too far away. So yeah, we need to connect that on into this. So yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll do that next. Let's finish decorating this first though. We keep getting distracted. There's just so much we can do in this game. Alright. Even just with placing trees. Okay. Yeah, we definitely don't want traffic lights underground. Alright. Okay, and then we need to undo those. Alright, I'm trying to think, was there anywhere else we added roads? There was this. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. And I don't think we've actually placed any other roads this whole game. It's been very much a rebuilding our city kind of thing. Although we did place some, hang on, we did place some inside here. Or not here, but where was that section? It was over here. Here we go. I was gonna say we had to have done more than just that. Alright. Honestly, not that much more, right? Since that's so busy that way, we'll do that. And do that. Alright. Yeah, we should probably connect on in with that, right? Foggy Heights. I don't know. It seems fine. We got plenty of offices, and we're finally back to having demand for things, so that's good. Okay, so let's finish building that railroad now. We got maybe too many trees here. That looks very, very fake. Alright, let's get rid of some of these. Looks a little less forced. All right. Okay, so this railroad needs to connect on in. I think that's the only one that's gonna be a problem because there's nothing up there or over here, and then there is not really anything over there either. So yeah, it's just that railroad, which we actually spent a lot of time like sculpting this land. Like that was not easy to do. All right. So now I think we just want to go under this. Although we could have the raised highway, but I don't like that, to be honest. So yeah, let's have it go under and then meet up over there. Alright, here we go. There we go. Do something like that. There we go. Good enough. Nope. There we go. That works. I don't know why there's a buildable spot here, but sure. Like, what? The game just doesn't know what to do anymore, I think. Oh man, you can see our skyscrapers from here. How far away can we get? You can see that hill from anywhere in our city. That's just about as far away as you can get. Man, this is a major hill. This is taller than the other one. Jeez. That's gonna be interesting to build on. Alright. You can see that from anywhere. That's cool. And then there's all the planes going through there, blinking all over the place. Alright, cool. Good deal. Yeah. Let's connect this road on up. And then I think that'll be the end of our stream tonight. We'll probably launch another rocket just because that's fun. And yeah, that'll be good. Alright, so I think we're gonna have that turn into just a normal road now that it's close. Just going behind the rocket pad like so. There we go. So that's like a back service road kind of a thing. Alright, cool. Here we go. Right by the moon. That's so cool. Jeez. Hey, there's our city. Beautiful as ever. Zorfus, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. I don't know who Luke Wilson is, but maybe. He's an actor? Okay. I will look that up real quick. Let's go to Cinematic Camera, and we're gonna look him up. Maybe. Okay, interesting. See, it's always funny people that, like, I've heard that I look like Bear Grylls. And there was one picture somebody showed me that I'll give them, like, it actually did look a lot like me. Any other time I'd be like, no, I'm nothing at all, like I don't look anything like Bear Grylls. But there was one picture that they had that's like, yeah, it's kind of close actually, like scarily. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think this is one of the things where like you have to find like just the right picture to get that. But okay, there's one that's kind of, yeah, I can see that. That's interesting. All right. Hey, I'm very flattered that you think that I look like them, but I'm definitely not. But thank you. Welcome, welcome, Zor, to the chat. Nice to have you here. And if you want to see more streams, be sure to follow everybody. And we will, of course, be streaming again tomorrow night with some Lotro. So be looking out for that. That should be a lot of fun. We'll be potentially finishing off the Black Book of Mordor series that we're doing. Sometimes you get banned for it? Oh no. Alright. So anyway, thank you all so much once again for watching tonight. It's been a lot of fun. We had 2 people raid tonight, which was awesome. I gave away a gift sub because we reached that view goal. And yeah, it's been awesome. Hopefully that second emote will get through. Juan! Welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. Thanks for the follow. I love how all the different roads have different colored lights. I know I've said that a few times, but it really is such a simple thing that they did that makes such a big difference. Also, all the lights turning off at different times and turning on at different times is a really nice touch that they added. Like, it's really cool. There's a lot of tiny details like that that just make this game stand out. And I can't wait for the sequel or whatever they're working on, because it's been a long time since we've gotten any type of new stuff for Cities Skylines. So, anyway, let me real quick go find somebody to raid here, and we'll get working on that.